rolling? Alright. Here we go.
Check the deep end. I got an hour or two. We'll cut along Grand Park on the way to the back of my truck, yeah. Cut your last clash. I got a couple of beers. So with a bad knee that I don't wanna hear about it, baby. I'm an actress, you're a marionette. You got your black dress, anatomically correct. We're sober, oh, it's over, but we just can't seem to keep. We're dead on a beat, dead on a beat, dead on a beat, dead on a beat. Yeah, you got nothing but time, and I got nothing left to show. Let's make a lot of fake plans and pretend that we both got money to blow. Sedan's up, and Molly's feeling pretty stoned. Can't seem to keep things straight till the end of the summer when we all go home. I'm an actress, you're a marionette. You got your black dress, anatomically correct. We're summer, oh, it's over, but we just can't seem to keep. We're down on the beat. I'm an actress, you're a marionette. You got your black dress, anatomically correct. We're sober, oh, it's over, but we just can't seem to keep. We're dead on a beat. I'm an actress, you're a marionette. You got your black dress, anatomically correct. We're sober, oh, it's over, but we just can't seem to keep. We're dead on a beat. Dead on a beat. Dead on a beat. Dead on a beat. Dead on a beat.
Okay, so Awktopus, the name came around because Connor and I worked together, and one day at work we were bored and decided that we wanted to start a band. And I was on vacation a few weeks after we decided we were going to do this, and I was just, chilling by a pool, soaking up the sun, and I was texting Connor actually, and I was trying to think of like a way to say the word awkward in a more like creative way than like, oh, that's awkward. And I was like running through my head, like, what are some awkward puns? Awko, taco. No, I use that a lot. Okay. Octopus. Octopus. That's kind of funny. That'd be a great band name.
It was hilarious because, it had been like a couple of weeks, and we were like, yeah, let's start a band. And then like a few weeks went by, and we hadn't really talked about it. And just randomly, I get a text, and I have the best name for a band ever. And I was like, okay, what is it? She's like, Octopus. And
we just rolled with it.
Yeah, it really hit. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Today is really not my day. All the skies are gray and it's feeling lonely. It's not my place to say, but when you look at me that way, whatever. if you wanted me to. 'Cause I'm just as bored, I'm just as bored, I'm just as bored as you. 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 Just as bored as you.
Actually, how you and I met would be last year on Saturday, because we had a mutual friend's birthday, and Ben and I were I met him and he was talking about it, and then Amy had actually run sound for all of us individually for different events.
Yeah, I played an acoustic set at Jitters like a few years back, and I guess she did sound for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's hard to
Yeah.
recall.
Yep.
But after I talked with Connor, I mean, I'd heard Amy's name around from mutual friends, and so I just like reached out to her on Facebook and was like, hey, I want to start a project. And she's like, well, I got this band. And so we started trading YouTube links to bands we liked, and she was like, come on down to rehearsal tomorrow. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we started up in July basically, and we were just kind of writing and goofing around, and then Amy found Josh at a open mic night.
Yeah, I was running sound for an open mic night, and he played drums in it, and we were
Yeah.
looking for a drummer.
And I knew Amy because I actually did the on-campus a cappella group with her. I was in a cappella, and that's how I initially met her. But then I did open mic, and I played drums for a friend of mine. And yeah, I remember I was telling her, because I did bands and stuff in high school. I've been doing it for years, and I remember telling him, I was like, yeah, I really miss being in a band. I miss playing live. Like, it's so fun. She's like, oh, well, if you want to do that, I got a thing that
I probably did this.
you literally did. You literally, that's the go-to thing. But she was like, yeah, well, you can meet up sometime and we can try this out. And then that's when I met you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we came in for a practice, and it was just cool. It was really fun.
clicked. And then yeah, a month later we added in Ben.
Yeah, once we found Ben.
And then we just became too cool for anyone's
Mhm.
ears.
complete.
Just kidding, we're not.
My baby is a time bomb and she graduates soon. She's got a silver tongue and a bad attitude. She said nothing that we do even matters yet. But every time she talks, I know she's full of and I just can't keep up anymore. No, I can't keep up anymore with these unforeseen circumstances. Steady stream of relapses, probably just being dramatic. I'm riding serotonin waves between a rock and a hard place. When did things get out of hand? I'm probably just being dramatic. So pour me another glass.
image to be.
Absolutely.
We definitely did. I think that I think when it comes to like it's not so much a switch in sound as much as a development of the songs that we're writing together, and I think that when we wrote songs and recorded for the EP that we just released, we wanted to make it sound really tight, really clean, really good, and something that I personally wanted to keep from our like original set of songs in this set of songs was the energy of just in-your-face punk music without like alienating people, you know, because it's fun to like scream in people's faces, but you can only do that for so long before it like gets to be a little much.
I mean, I like the punk aspect a lot, and that's not something that we want to lose from the sound, but I think that the surf influence is something that we always wanted in the music, and now we're making the music that we always wanted to make. We were sort of directionless for a little while, just experimenting with different sounds, and Awktopus, the most recent EP, is kind of just a combination of all those efforts.
Before the EP came out, we were pumping out a lot of songs and experimenting with a lot of different styles of just like adding in an influence here and stuff like that, and it was just really feeling out like what we felt was an Awktopus song.
Right, yeah. Like, it felt like the earlier stuff, like they said, we were all just kind of trying to figure out a sound still. It was more like we would sit down and we talk about, like, a band that we were influenced by, and I almost feel like, oh, we should make a song like that. And then we'd try to pump out a song that would sound, like, similar to how that band song sounded, and it wasn't necessarily, like, an Awktopus sound. And then I feel like the EP, it's kind of, it's been a journey, and we figured out kind of, like, what our sound is. And, it's very cohesive. Whereas before it was kind of a little bit more like all over the place, and it makes for a really awesome set of songs and a really flowing EP. So I'm really proud of how it all turned out completely, and I'm sure they all are too.
One more.
Pick it up, yeah, here we go. Beating the sound of my car to the radio. Dirty knees, black eyes, yeah, busted jeans. You gotta tell the wish, I got what you need. Pick yourself up, it's your last shot. Gotta give it everything that you've got. It's a fracture, and it's about to blow. Final boss fight, go! Let yourself now, she's a trapdoor. Magic potion,
Oh man. Okay.
He's got an idea.
Nirvana at the beach.
That's definitely our version of surf punk. Definitely is Nirvana at the beach.
I think the California sort of lo-fi surf punk sound is sort of defined by, really drenched reverb, distorted guitars, double layered vocals on most of the tracks.
Yeah.
A lot of backing vocals like the oohs.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When I'm describing surf punk as a genre rather than specific to our band, I say it as Beach Boys on.
Say punk rock Beach Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, if you could just think of being a little rebel 80s boy in California in the summer on your rollerblades, that's probably what
On
I
your
would.
rollerblades.
That's probably what I would.
Nothing is more
I don't
punk rock
think-
than
yeah,
rollerblades.
Yeah.
I don't think
Just
punk has
listening
ever
on a
been
cassette player, got on your way to the beach with your surfboard.
Let me bust out the laser
Got my
disc.
tunes.
Got my tunes, dude. Gonna go hit some waves, high tide, maybe. But yeah, that's basically what I think of. I think of like California, like in the 80s, like really retro kind of feel, kind of like it's almost like 60s but more punk because it's like it's got like the doo-wop feel with it. It's kind of cool. Maybe not doo-wop, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
the chorusy
Yeah.
No,
kind of
I think
like
that's right.
Harmonies and stuff.
yeah, harmonies, a lot of harmonies, a lot of just a good kind of feeling to it. So
It's
makes
fun
you
to
want to go
dance to.
sit in the sun and drink umbrella drinks.
What would you say to people who are interested in making their own bands? Like, what advice would you give them?
Oh man.
Do it. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Uh,
No, you can.
Dave Grohl, even if you don't like the Foo Fighters or anything, Dave Grohl said the best thing you can do is buy some crappy instruments, get some friends together, and play in your garage until you get something. That's what Nirvana was, basically. And if you want to do it, do it. It's a lot of fun, and you learn a really interesting skill, and you have a good time with a lot of good people.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I mean, like you said, like you don't even need anything like crazy expensive. Like I know there's people that are like, oh, I need to get this like expensive like crazy guitar and all this equipment, but when I started off, I had like barely any drums, and I also like had these big like tubs, like bins, and I flipped them upside down and I used those. Like, and it's just if you have an interest in it, and it's a really like thing, something you really want to try, you're gonna find a way to do it any way you can so that you can try it out, and that's how you get better, and that's how you become passionate about it. And if you even have like an inkling of some kind of interest in it, I say go for it. It's changed my life. It's made me who I am today, and it's definitely just it's my passion, and I can't think of anything, like I can't think of life without it. And if you have an inkling of interest in it, definitely give it a shot. Give it a shot. You don't even need lessons. You don't even need to try and go out and do lessons. Teach yourself online. It's not as hard as people think it is. Like honestly, people are like, "Oh man, I don't understand how you can like just learn guitar or piano or anything." But there's tutorials online. They teach you how to do it.
It just takes time.
There's tons of resources, and it takes time, but it's worth it. Especially if it's something you really want to do, it's totally worth it. It opens up so many doors.
2, 3, 4.
I don't wanna be mad about it. I don't know that I can live without it. Oh, I'm drowning in you. Maybe we should run away together. High underneath the west coast weather. Oh, I'm drowning in you. I don't know if we're meant to be, but I'm man enough to tell you that you drive me crazy. You're my baby. Oh, sugar bear, I know you want it. I don't make the rules, I just want it. Oh, I'm drowning in you. Your poison intoxicating. Your blonde hair is suffocating me. I'm drowning in you. I don't know if I'm meant to be, but I'm a full-grown son of a bitch. You drive me crazy. You're my baby. me crazy. You're my baby. I don't wanna be mad about it, but I don't know if I can